London, August 1888. The East End is thick with fog and poverty. At 3:40 a.m. on August 31st, a coal porter finds a woman lying in Bucks Mews. Mary Ann Nichols. Her throat is cut. The killings have begun. 2 nights later, Annie Snell is murdered in Miller's Court. This time, the killer leaves a clue. A scrap of cloth torn from her apron. It matches the fabric used to bind the next victim. The pattern emerges. September 30th. The double event. Elizabeth Stride and Catherine Eddowes are killed hours apart. Eddowes is mutilated heavily. A piece of her kidney is taken. The violence intensifies. London holds its breath. A letter arrives at Whitechapel Police Headquarters. It claims responsibility for the murders. Signed a Jack the Ripper. The name sticks. But is it from the killer? Or a local printer playing games? The identity remains hidden. Mary Jane Kelly is the 5th victim. Found October 9th in a room at Miller's Court. The attack is brutal. No witnesses. No suspects. Just a young woman lying on a mattress. The trail goes cold. Over 100 suspects were investigated. From tailors to doctors. No one matched all the clues. The killer vanished into the fog. 136 years later. We still don't know his name. The mystery remains. 2 days later. September 8th, Annie Murphy lies in a brick vault at Hanbury Street. The cut is deeper. The kidneys and uterus are gone. A pattern emerges from the blood. The police have no name. Only a signature. September 30th. The double event. Elizabeth Stride and Catherine Eddowes fall hours apart. Eddowes is mutilated heavily. A piece of her kidney is taken. The violence escalates. London holds its breath. The night belongs to him. Mysterious, a letter arrives at headquarters. It claims responsibility. Signed a Jack the Ripper. The name sticks instantly. But was it him? Or a printer playing games? The identity remains hidden in the smoke. We chase a ghost. Mary Jane Kelly is the 5th victim. Found October 9th in Miller's Court. The attack is brutal. No witnesses. No suspects. Just a young woman on a mattress. The trail goes cold. The silence is deafening. Over 100 suspects were investigated. From tailors to doctors. No one matched all the clues. The killer vanished into the fog. 136 years later. We still don't know his name. The mystery remains. The case file is closed. But the eyes of the unknown killer still watch. From the shadows of London. 1 mystery. 5 lives. And a name that never fades. Jack the Ripper. The Dear Boss letter arrives September 27th. It names the killer a Jack the Ripper. But the paper is cheap. The ink is fresh. A prank? Or a signature? The name sticks. The hunt begins. 2 days later. September 29th. 2 women die in one night. Elizabeth Stride. Then Catherine Eddowes. The double event. The killer strikes twice. Fast. Brutal. The East End holds its breath. The fog thickens. A piece of Eddowes' apron is found. Cut from her skirt. Tucked into a brick. It has a message written on it. Mind the match. The killer is taunting the police. The game is on. Who is next? Detectives search the streets. They find nothing. No footprints. No witnesses. The killer vanishes. Like smoke. The evidence is gone. Only the silence remains. The East End is empty. Forensic analysis begins. The handwriting matches 3 different samples. The ink is common. The postmark is ambiguous. Clues multiply. Confusion grows. The trail is cold. The suspect list expands. Over 100 men are questioned. Tailors, doctors, fishmongers. All fit. None match. The killer is a ghost. He leaves no trace. Only the victims remain. The mystery deepens. The case is closed. But the eyes watch. From the shadows. 5 lives. 1 mystery. Jack the Ripper. The name never fades. The fog stays forever. Detective Aberline casts a wide net. He targets the Polish tailor Aaron Kosminski. The handwriting matches. But the ink is common. The trail splits again. 2 brothers share the name Jack. They predict the next victim's location. It is correct. But they also predict the wrong street. Coincidence or clue? A fishmonger named Frank Manning. He knows the streets. He speaks the language. He fits the profile. But he is never caught. The net tightens. The pressure mounts. Aberline questions dozens. He finds patterns. But no proof. The killer slips away. The East End holds its breath. The evidence piles up. 5 women. 1 killer. But which one? The answers are buried. The fog thickens. The silence grows. Theories multiply. Tailors. Doctors. Artists. All possible. All unproven. The identity stays hidden. The mystery endures. Aberline gives up. The case goes cold. But the search continues. Centuries later. We still look. The eyes watch. Still waiting. November 1888. Miller's Court. Mary Jane Kelly lies in her room. The body is torn. The killer had time. He was not rushed. This was the final act. The silence follows. Surgeon John Reed examines the cuts. He counts the wounds. 26 distinct injuries. The precision is surgical. The anatomy was studied. The killer knew the body. Knowledge was the weapon. The previous victims were cut quickly. Kelly was left for hours. The killer stayed. He explored the anatomy. Was he a doctor? Or an artist? The time was his canvas. The identity remains hidden. 5 women. 1 pattern. But the final cut is different. More violent. More thorough. Did his confidence grow? Or did he lose control? The end was messy. The truth is buried. The killer was confident. He had the space. He had the time. He explored the body. What did he find? We do not know. The room was silent. The evidence is gone. The search ends. The killer vanishes. Into the fog. 5 lives lost. 1 mystery left. We still look. The eyes wait. Forever. November 1888. The streets of Whitechapel fall silent. No more bodies. No more letters. Just 5 lives. The killer vanishes into the London fog. But the clues remain. Boots. A hat. Anatomical knowledge. Who was he? 3 months later, the case files gather dust. But one detail stands out. The boots found at the scene. They were small. Women's boots. Did he wear them? Or did he steal them? The clue points to disguise. Suspenseful, the hat was also found. A battered top hat. It contained a letter. Not from the killer. From a friend. But it showed he had access to wealth. Or he stole it. The origin is unclear. Analytical, then there is the anatomy. The cuts were precise. Surgical. He knew where to cut. Doctors, butchers, nurses. Many possibilities. One truth. He studied the body. Investigators interviewed hundreds. But no one fit perfectly. The timeline shifted. The clues contradicted each other. Small boots. A rich hat. Surgical skill. A patchwork man. The mystery deepens. Years passed. The witnesses aged. The memories faded. The fog rolled back in. London grew louder. But the 5 women remained. Forgotten by time. Remembered by history. Today, DNA tests are run. On a shawl. On a map. But the results vary. Cossell. Piddington. Reed. Dozens of names. No certainty. The truth is still hidden. Jack the Ripper. 1 man. 5 lives. A century of silence. The eyes of London still wait. For the name. It remains unknown. Forever unsolved. The fog thickens. Gas lamps flicker. A shadow detaches from the wall, watching. The hunt begins.